Yeah. So if you want to add a related list, so within a related list, you would like to add additional columns. So how do we add that? Now, go back to the page layouts on this particular object. Go to the layouts, edit. Now we are customizing the related list columns. So go to the related list, or simply you can click on it. It will show like all the related list. Now which object you are trying to add a columns? So salary objects, and you will see, you can see the amount added, when the date is created date, when we given that date, and the status of the salaries. Yeah. And even if you want who created that. So salary ID, amount, date, maybe like a date is the second options, ID, date, and then you can sort by, like how do you want, like you want to start by amount, or you want to start by date, or whatever it is. And then whether do you want to appear the new button. Sometimes what happen, we'll say like don't create a salary from here. I don't want to display the new button. We can remove that new button using your button sections. If you untick it, the new button is won't visible. Now if I save and go back here, see, now you come to know very clearly. We are starting this order by this one. So, but at the moment you'll see here, only 4 columns will be displayed over here because the page size is small. It's displaying 4 columns. And if you want to see more, click on the view all, then it will give you all the columns. So ID, date, amount, status, created by, created date. You can have a maximum of 10 columns over here, not more than that. 10 columns will be added in the related list. Maybe you may have like on like a 300 fields or 400 fields, but in related list you can add maximum 10 fields to view it here. If you want to see all the details, then simply click on it. You can see full details. It will take you to the layout. There you can see the full details. Okay, so like that you can customize the related list fields. The similar way, course enrollment, if you want to do it, again go back here, edit, so here you will see both object, because this is the junction object and the master detail relationship. Because of that you can see both object informations, the course enrollment information and another parent informations, the training course also. So I'm going to put a course training course name, and when it's get created based on the created date. And here also, if you don't like the new button, remove it and say. Now if I refresh it, see here there is no new button, and you can see the columns. So this is the course name. Okay, so I will give you one homework here. Let me add a new button again. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to put back the new buttons. So on the button sections, and the new, same way like a course also. So now, just for an example, for your informations, so if I go to the related list, now the new button is appear. Now you will see there is a 2 entry on the same month, right? Which is incorrect, right? It cannot be 2 entry. Now there is a mistake, right? So How do we avoid all this? Then what you will do? You don't want to create a 2 entry on the same month. Now, if you look at the entries, 10th month, there is a 1 entry. 11th month, there are 2 entries. See, if you are splitting the amount, if you are giving to employee, that's fine. But here we don't want to make a 2 entry. It has to be a 1 entry only. Now, if you are trying to create a 2 entry, the system has to throw an error message. Now, this is the one of the homework. You guys try to do it. So, if you are creating the same month for an employee, more than 1 month with the same month, you have to throw an error message. So here this is invalid, right? It has to be a 12th month or maybe like a different month. It cannot be possible on same month, like, yeah, same month, 2 salaries. So how do we avoid that? Same way, course enrollment. So he cannot enroll the same course again. So if I go and select Salesforce administrator, the system is allowing me to enter the duplicate informations, but we have to throw an error message. So how do we avoid all this? These are all the system errors basically. So system will allow you to do it, but user can go and create it like they don't know what they're doing it. Sometimes like they will create it. But how do we avoid all this? So consider like these two are a homework. Try to create a validation rule to avoid this. So how do we avoid the duplicate values, duplicate entries on a salaries and on a course enrollment? So I will put the task over here. For example, you can take any example, not an issue, but you have to show to me, okay? So for example, training course or training course salaries, okay? Avoid duplicate entries on related list. On related list, in the list, yeah. Now you understood the related list, right? Related list means these are all. Now, if you want to add a new related list or remove a related list, you always have to go for this layout sections. But now if you want to add or modify the structure of the component, the structure of the page means you have to modify the flexi page, which is this one, lightning record page. Yeah, if you click on it and edit, it will take you to the same builder. Either you can edit it in that way or click on the gear icon on this page. You have to open the record over here. From this page, click on the gear icon, edit page. Same actions. See, and one additional thing, at the moment this is just a one column, right? One column, here is the one column, this is the one header. There is no footer, right? There is some options. You will see there are template. You can change the templates. You'll see header left sidebar, header 1 region, header 3 regions, header 2 regions. So we can put it like how do we want, or just apply in 1 or 3 regions. Yeah. So we can have it like as how do we want, like we can do it anything. So grouped header and 1 regions. This is the default view at the moment. And also these days Salesforce allowing us to create our custom own. See, we can create our own. At the moment there is no template, but we can use our own. And this is the current region. How do you want to transfer to the new region? Because literally like I didn't select anything, like I selected the same thing. But now if you're selecting this, now click next. How do you want to transfer? So right sidebar, go into right sidebar, header, go into header, main regions. So current region has 3, new region has 4. Now if I put it, see here, I get here also, maybe I will add all this, here chatter and this header. Now if I save this, you'll see now, here is the one component, here is the one component, here is the one component, and this is the header component. So easily you can, now that's why to modify the structure, if you want to modify the structure, that is the flexi page. To modify the related list or detail page, you have to go for the edit layout. So these two, page layout, lightning record page, these two is very important. Okay, so quickly I will look into it, the Excel sheet if I missed anything. Okay, so and here add or remove standard component, which I will show you now. We will finish these sections and then we'll go. We know how to add or remove fields, the buttons, sections, blank space, related list fields, up to 6 we know. Okay, now let's look at the next one, field level security. Okay, for field level security, let's say I want to make like a personal email address as a mandatory by default. Globally, I don't want to make it. Only for this page layout, if I want to make it like mandatory required field, means go to the layout level. In this particular page, you may have like a multiple pages. Okay, you may have a more than one pages, but in this page, you're going to make personal email address as required. We have a 2 properties, read only, required. Read only means user cannot edit the field, only administrator can do it, but the users cannot edit that field. Required means it's a mandatory. You cannot select both, but yeah, only one at a time. So now if I refresh it, it take like a bit more time. See here, the personal email is mandatory now. Okay, so without entering the personal email, you cannot save the records. Only this page layout, but in the backend, if you are doing via API or any other way, at the time personal email ID is not a mandatory. Okay, so that is the field level security. So you can have 2 levels, one is read only and required. Then yeah,
you can use the other way as well, right, to keep that field, like when you're creating the field,
yeah,
you can keep the checkbox on, like this field is completed.
That's why I mentioned, if you check the checkbox, it's a global mandatory. It will be a mandatory for across all the layouts. And also via API, if you are doing any integrations via API, if you are trying to create an employee, that field is mandatory because it's a global mandatory. But if you are doing it via,
what you're saying is it's going to affect, if you keep it in that way, it's going to affect the whole.
It's going to affect everywhere. So to avoid that, I want only in that particular page, means simply go to the page and do it via field level security in the page layout level. Same way, add or remove Visualforce page. So Visualforce page is the one of the, again, old way of doing the design. So now to do that, edit. Okay, so to add a Visualforce page, see, at the moment I don't have any Visualforce page associated to an employee. That's why like I am not able to see that list itself here. Generally, you can create your own page and put it over here. But again, this is the old way of doing it. But in the latest way, what we can do, simply you can add your own pages between this or between these, like wherever you want, you can add it. So from the lighting page, just edit this page. See, here you will get it all the templates. So Visualforce page, you can add it over here and choose the which Visualforce page you want to display. At the moment, we don't have any Visualforce page. That's why like I'm not able to choose it. It's a mandatory. Basically, you need to choose the Visualforce page in order to use this component. But we don't have it. I'm going to remove it. But other than that, you will see there is a tab. You can put it like nice tabs. I'm going to say like a custom tab. Testing 1. This also I'm going to put as a custom. Testing 2. Now within the testing, you can put any of the component. Let's say like some sample component. I will put some rich text or testing 1 component. And the testing 2, I will add some rich text again. See here, testing 1, testing 2. You can add it like this, your own. So if you want to customize this entire structure, again, you know how to do it. Okay, I will go back to the layout again. Add or remove links. So basically links means, again, it's in the over here in the bottom, you can add some links, custom links. So at the moment, we don't have any links. What I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new links. So let's say Google or maybe like any links, new button or links. I'm going to create a new links basically. So see here, detail page link, or if you want to create a new button, you can create it. So Google search. Here what I'm going to do, I'm going to search the name in Google. Okay. So if I go, what is the name at the moment? William, right? So now if I go to Google, William. Okay, so like this we need to search, right? So basically in the search, I'm going to pass the William name. Let's see how it's look like. So go back to the here, and in the search, I'm going to pass the name. What is the name? Employee name. So employee name over here. That's it. So this is the text field. And within that, I'm going to pass this. Okay, check syntax. It will be a detail page link. And whenever if you click on it, it will open as a new window. It will open as a new window with the URL. Yes. Save it. Yeah, it says invalid URL. Okay, let's put like this. Sometimes like my screen, like, yeah, it will be good now. See, I put just, I am appending the employee name and this is the link. Now, this is a new link which we created. Now where this will appear, we have to add that link. So now go back to the layout, edit the layout. So you can add a link in the bottom of the section. So you will see here custom links. So the links, now you will see one new list over here, custom links. You can add it over here only. We cannot add it anywhere over here. We cannot add like inside anywhere the custom links. So you can add only end of the sections, like after last. So save. Now if I refresh it, see here, it's coming in the bottom. Click on it. Yeah, at the moment it's not redirecting, it will redirect actually. So what is the name I put? Yeah, it's taking the ID, I believe. The Google search, it's taking the ID at the moment. Let's wait for it. Where it's redirecting? Come on. Still it's. So yeah, I think like this is latest. They blocked it like a third-party URLs. What we can do, we need to add this one into the remote site settings. So all the URLs, external URLs need to be added on the remote site settings. So if I go for a remote site settings, you need to allow the third-party URL whenever if you're trying to call anything. So you have to add it over here. This one just say Google. Then only you will allow. So basically like on click on the link. Still it's taking, but yeah, the impact will take more time. So a little bit time. But again, so once if you click on it, it will take you to the Google page. This is the custom link. But other way of adding the custom link is, so if I just edit the page, simply you can put any rich text area. Where is rich text? Here you can make a link. So let's say like if I want to open my company or important links. So let's say company link. Okay, so like this, you can simply add. See here, you can add like this as also. Yeah. So either you can put it like this as a link, or you can put it like this also. So up to you. So we can decide. So that is a one way of adding the link, add or remove custom links. If you don't want, you can remove it or add it. And add or remove actions. Again, this is also similar to a button. We have to create a new actions. So let me show you that. Again, go back to the object manager. Employee. Edit layout. This is the one. These are all the different actions. Post, file, mobile, smart actions, link, poll, questions. So those actions available over here, log a call, new connect. So mainly this will be available on the Salesforce as a quick actions. So if I only on classic, not in lightning experience. So if I go for a classic, see here, this is the actions. So post, file, link, more, you can see it here. So this is the actions. So the actions are available over here. If you want to create a new actions, yes, you can go and create a new actions on this particular object. So on an employee, so go to the button, links and the actions, and you can create a new actions. Let's say like if you want to make a send an email, or if you want to call a flow, or if you want to call the lightning component or visual force page. Yeah, so better like a send an email. I'll say custom email. Sorry, I have to give underscore. And what are the fields you want in that custom email? Actions. Okay. Now you can go and add that into the actions. So if I go here, quick actions, you can see this is the one, employee custom email. This is the general email. This is the one which we added. So you can put it over here. Save. Now if I am in the if I go back to the classic, sorry, not here. I have to look for an employee. Still it's not appear. Just give me a second. Did I added here? So edit. Quick actions. I'll add, what is this like? This is a secondary email. I don't want. Yeah. Still is not appear over here. So basically it will come below here, so as a new actions. So I will check this and then I will update you tomorrow. So why is not appearing here? So I will check this. Maybe like during the latest changes, they may update it like the actions, but I will update you. Again, it's a pure on classic. So I don't think so like that can be used on lightning experience. So yeah. Okay. So if I go back again, so I think like that's all here. Now again, this one already we discussed it. We can add a remove component, custom component. We can change the template. So previously it was a different template, right? So previously it was just one header and one column and another columns. Now we change it into 3 columns. You know how to change the template also, and add or remove tabs. Like we added here, and also you can add here also. So if you want additional tabs, you can add it. As many tabs you want, you can add it. Okay. So I think that's all for the page layout level. Any question on this?
No, I'm good, Sampath.
Okay. So yeah, if there is no questions, I think like we are good. So yeah, and I think Supriya, like I'm happy to review your the configuration workbook. But
Okay.
once if you've done it, like maybe you can share it or up to you. So, or we can go through it tomorrow, not an issue.
I'm done with it. I have it ready with me.
Okay, so then quickly you can share it with me. So yeah, can you share your screen now?
Yeah.
I'll go through it. Yeah. So we have 8 more minutes. So quickly, yeah, share with me and see, let's see.
So I think you have to stop sharing.
Yeah, I stopped it.
Okay.
So I'm stopping the recording also. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Sampath,
Yeah.